Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today's a 5-day trip. Hopefully all this computer glitch mess is out the way. They said it was supposed to be back to normal starting today. We're gonna see. Today's the 5-day trip. We're closing out, what is this, July, with a 5-day trip. I actually worked just one leg today. I did head to Detroit, not too much of a sit, and then I worked to Des Moines, and I'm done in Des Moines about 8 o'clock. What shuttle is this? I think that's the north side. Excuse me about that. But I cut my grass over the off day because I needed to, because it's been raining here in Atlanta consistently for a week, and I've been on a 5-day trip. So by the time I got home, the grass was like wild. Now, if I would have waited till after this 5-day trip, I probably would have came back home to a safari. Now, yesterday it rained as well, but I finished 5 minutes before the rain actually started pouring down. And I was gonna wait a little bit longer to cut the grass because I just didn't feel like going out there cutting it, and I'm glad I did what I did. But other than that, that's all we have for today. Just the one leg, deadhead to Detroit. I'm gonna try to get to the gate early because for whatever reason, I'm in the middle seat. And I wish they understand that when they giving us these seats, we don't care that it's in the back of the plane. As long as we have a window seat versus sitting in the middle seat, I'd rather sit in the back of the plane at a window seat than in the middle. But I'll see you guys once I get to Des Moines tonight about 8 o'clock. I made it here to Des Moines. Today's one flight was very quick and uneventful. I was delayed probably about 45 minutes to an hour leaving Atlanta because we were waiting on an inbound flight. So in reality, when we land, we had about 25 minutes before we had to take off. So we had to go from A to B in Detroit, but they put SAFAs on the flight to board the plane, which SAFA is Special Assignment Flight Attendants. Those are the flight attendants that are basically, they go home every day. But what they do is they go on to check flights to make sure we have everything. If not, they call tower, call, ops or whatever to get whatever it is that we need. They board flights if people have tight connections or are going to be running a little bit late or behind, things like that. So that's what they do. They do, amongst other things, they do fly sometimes because they are required to fly so many hours a month, which is not that many. And they also might work turns for people. Like they'll fly a turn if, like, say for instance, if I'm late or not going to be able to make my flight, they'll work the turn for me till I get back to Atlanta and then go. But that's what it stands for, Special Assignment Flight Attendant. Other than that, I'm going to go work out. Have such a mid-morning report about 10:37 is my van time, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 2. Hello everybody, today is day 2. Started off with a delay. I was supposed to go to Rapid City, South Dakota, but they took that turn away from me because of our inbound flight is late. So we get to leave the hotel a little bit later. My van time is in about 30 minutes at 12 o'clock, high noon. And I just sit in Minneapolis until I work to Toronto tonight. About 8 o'clock is the flight, I think. But that's a 6-hour in between, so we have to call to get a day room if we're gonna choose to go to the day room. It just all depends on what they do, because there's a possibility that when we get there, they could give us another turn or something totally different and we don't have that long of a sit. So we'll see once we land, because we're with the pilots all this entire trip. So more likely than not, 9 times out of 10, our captain private is going to call for a day room for them to give to us. I'm trying to see if it's really worth it with Minneapolis, how Minneapolis Airport is, and is it worth it by the time we get to the day room? Will it be time to come back type thing? So it just all depends on the hotel that they give us in Minneapolis, because it's not hard to get to where the shuttle picks us up for the hotel. It's just the long walk to it. Like they do have a tram system, but it's not like Atlanta's, where it can take you all the way to domestic baggage claim or international baggage claim. So it just depends on how I feel. I might just go to the crew and I need to finish LMS because it's a lot of them, and I might just do that. And I think if by me staying at the airport to focus on just LMS, I can get them done within the time it's time for me to go to this Toronto flight, and I think that's what I might do because I do need to get them done because it can affect my bidding for next month, and I don't want that to happen. So I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll see you guys when I make it to Toronto, if I make it there. Everybody, I made it here to Toronto. Today, flights were very uneventful. We were delayed coming out of Minneapolis because we had about 20 missing passengers that was gonna miss their connection to here. And we had to basically wait on them because we were the last flight to Toronto out of Minneapolis. So we had to wait on those 20 people to come. This is my second time since I've been working here where we actually held the flight to wait on passengers. The first time was when we used to have CDOs, or what mainline would call them leanovers. Basically is you work the very last flight out and then work the first flight out in the morning. So the first time I was going to Shreveport, Louisiana. Flight left about 10 something, I think, 10 or 11 o'clock or whatever. And normally would have got to Shreveport about 11, woke back up at 4 o'clock that morning to work the 5 or 6 o'clock flight out. Now we was waiting on a church group, then flight delayed. We didn't get to Shreveport until almost 2 in the morning. Had to turn around and be right back up and report at the airport by 5:15 in the morning. So I hated those, well, especially that one with the shorter overnights, but we had some that did have like 10-hour overnights, which those weren't bad. But that was the only other time that I've actually waited. They delayed a flight and waited on people to come and make their connection. But other than that, this is a short overnight, probably 10 and a half hours. Really, in reality, probably 8 behind the hotel door. So that's pretty much it, and that's just trying to go to sleep. But I have a day ahead in the morning, so I know I can sleep on that, so it's not gonna be too bad. And then I have a 2-hour sit, so I'll be all right. But other than that, I'm finna take a shower and get ready to wind down. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 3. Last night I didn't really fall asleep until about 2 o'clock this morning, and it's going on 8:45. I'm gonna go downstairs to eat breakfast for today, and just give me an omelet, a vegetable omelet, and probably some potatoes and fruit, and call it a day. Just 2 working legs today. Day ahead from Toronto to JFK, JFK to Charlotte, Charlotte back to LaGuardia, and I'm done in LaGuardia hopefully around 8 o'clock. But you know, it's New York, and we're gonna see what happens. Finna get ready to go downstairs. I'll see you guys once I get to New York this evening. Everybody, I'm in LaGuardia. Today's 2 flights. Yeah, very uneventful. Got here a little bit earlier, and than we expected, because we were supposed to be actually landing probably about 10 minutes ago, and I'm already here at the hotel. So because I think our pilots were trying to get here as early as possible so they can make a commute flight, the last commute flight to wherever they're from, and that's why we got done a lot earlier. But other than that, nothing to report. I'm not eating anything. I got some grapes from the crew room finally, because they weren't there last week. But and workout, see you guys for day 4 tomorrow, early in the morning for a 7:30 band. Everybody, I made it here to Rochester. Sorry I didn't get to y'all this morning. My mom was talking to me this morning reminding me about her appointment that I need to take her to when on my off day or whatever. And so we just got to talking, and I didn't get a chance to get to you all this morning. But today's flights were, uneventful as normal. We were late coming here because for whatever reason, they changed our captain. And well, my captain was the first captain that I had that I was supposed to have coming to Rochester was doing OE. And then for whatever reason, they swapped them. And then the captains that I have now are doing OE as well, which is operational experience for those who don't know what OE means. And they were late coming in. So that means we were late leaving, and we were late getting here by maybe 35 minutes. But we had another regional crew and 2 crew members of ours that deadheaded on our flight going to the same hotel. We weren't able to fit in the van, and I'm just now getting to the hotel it's almost 7 o'clock, and we were outside probably around 6. So we had to wait on another shuttle to come get us. And my report time, my van time is at 4:20 in the morning. So there's no workout today for me because I would have had I got, you know, how we got here at our original time, and that would have gave me time to go work out. But I'm just gonna try to wind down and go to bed at a decent time because it's not too long of a day. I do have to do a 3-hour flight tomorrow, but other than that, that's all I have. But yeah, that's it. But I'll see you guys. And also for those who watch World of Wits, today's her birthday. Go wish her a happy birthday and things like that. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the morning for... Good morning, everybody. Today is go home day. 2 legs working. Rochester, JFK. Sit for an hour in JFK and then work JFK to Kansas City. And then I did head from Kansas City back to Atlanta. So hopefully it goes smoothly. Hopefully we can get there a little bit early so I can try to take an earlier flight from Kansas City back to Atlanta. And that way I don't have to sit for 2.5 hours to wait on my original deadhead. So what we're going to try to do is see if everybody's checked in once we get to JFK and board early. And that way we can possibly leave early, which will free up gate space, which I'm pretty sure they're not against in New York. And we can get on and leave a little bit earlier. So that's the plan for today. I hope it works. But if not, you know, I'll be sitting in Kansas City for 2 hours. So I'll see you guys once I get home and close out the video. I made it home. Didn't catch the earlier flight because, you know, it's New York. You have to have everything perfect. We boarded 40 minutes prior so we could try to leave early because everybody was checked in. And we closed the door about 15 minutes early. And as soon as we're going to push, everything just stopped. Pilots got a new route, so they had to wait to put that in. And then the taxiing out of JFK took, I think we closed the door for about 1 hour and 10 minutes before we actually took off. And then, you know, it is what it is. Had to sit for the 2-hour sit and then come home. But other than that, nothing actually happened. It's finna storm in Atlanta, so I'm finna get ready and try to make it home before it starts storming because people can't drive on the road. And, you know, just get home before it rains. So I'll see you guys in the next vlog. As always, hug on the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them. I'm out.